There was this situation apparently where 15 boys, they jumped another boy. I don't know why. I don't really know much about it right now. I just know that media is not really speaking on the matter. The boys that jumped the boy happened to be black young men, and the boy that was jumped, if I'm not mistaken, was a young white male. Is this the reason why it's not being covered as much? I have no idea. We do have, because we sitting here trying to research and find information, we can't find it. It's being like suppressed, right? But Officer Tatum spoke on it, so we're going to take a look at his video, right? Don't forget to check out his channel and watch the full video uninterrupted by me whenever you have the time. Let's check it out.
All I can do is just hope that they can find forgiveness in their heart and find a way to be able to come to terms with what they've done, man. I mean, I just love my children with all my heart, and it's just unimaginable that we could ever come to this point.
Jonathan Lewis, who shares the same name as his son, says his kid kept to himself and had plans of moving to Austin, Texas with him. Instead, those dreams were shattered. Metro's homicide unit is investigating a fight that happened last.
Thank you for blurring it. I just watched this full clip, guys. Not blurred, and it's extremely disturbing. This is brutal. I'm so glad that I didn't open it up via live stream. And this is nasty. This is nasty. It's disgusting. It's foul. It's wrong. This wasn't right. Do they have a reason? Like, what? Why did they do this? Like, for what?
This week near Rancho High School. So far, no arrests have been made.
Y'all already know what I'm about to say.
How the hell no? Let's skip past this intro. Shout out to Officer Tatum once again. Check him out. Whenever you have time, especially if you want to watch this uninterrupted. How the hell no arrest was made? It's on camera.
Put out. But this is one of my favorites, and I think that everybody
how was no arrest made
should be able to wear this, because the left, they always protesting, they always showing they.
Man, hey, listen. Shout outs to you. I don't care about the shirt though, my man. Listen, I'm trying to get to the info. I don't care about the shirt. Cool shirt. Let me see. Pro Tech Life, got you. Cool. Ain't mad at it. Ain't mad at all. Let's get to that. Don't show this. Don't show this whole clip. He about to show this clip, man. Hold on. Officer Tatum, what are you doing? I thought you blurred this out, bro. Okay. Let's see. I just want to be sure, man. I don't want him to show this whole clip.
Question is, we haven't seen the president of the United States comment on this, have we? I haven't heard it. I haven't seen it. Send it to me if Joe Biden or anybody in the Biden administration has commented on.
They should. I would think they would. I would think that they would talk about this.
15 kids beating up and killing one kid. And the reason why you're not going to hear about 15 kids brutally murdering another kid in high school is because the kids that's doing the crime is black and the kid that's getting bludgeoned is white. God is my witness. If God was right here sitting next to me on this,
I ain't going front. I don't know to be sure, but because I don't like to speak in absolutes. But if the roles were reversed, we would have heard about this 5 minutes after the fact. 5 minutes, no less, bro. I swear, bro. Like, no more than 5 minutes. We would have heard about it. If the roles, like the race, was like swapped, just in my personal opinion, I truly believe that we would have heard about this immediately. We wouldn't have had the search. Guys, if you're watching this clipped version, we were sitting here trying to figure out where the information was. It's almost like impossible to find it. Hopefully, me speaking about it, Officer Tatum, people getting the word out, right? I see a few people on Twitter, but there's like really not much information going out there. Mainstream media is not really talking about this. If the roles were reversed, come on, fam. A white woman sits on a bike. And that was national news. This ain't worth news. This ain't worth talking about. All right. But then if it was the chance to make a George Floyd 2.0, and they always jump on that.
In this podcast studio,
in my personal
he would
opinion.
agree with me that if these were 15 white kids beating up a black kid, Joe Biden would have already had a press conference and spoke about racism in America and systemic issues in America that face black and brown bodies. But a young white kid get beaten to death and nobody's going to say anything but me and other people who actually care about these things that go on. Now, I don't know how this started.
This is
and I'll
crazy.
show you guys the video. I don't know how this started, but according to the father of the deceased 17-year-old boy, they were jumping or beating up a kid that was much smaller. He tries to intervene and 15 of them beat him up. Now, I'm going to make a prediction. I guarantee you the argument that these...
Fam, it's crazy because, fam, you know how many times I've done that in real life? I've done, especially when I was at that age. Man, what? They used to say I had superhero syndrome, bro. Like, I was the first one to step up. Hey, yo, that kid too small. Why don't you come and pick on somebody your own size? What's up? Right? That was the type of time I was on. Could you imagine if it got that bad to where 15 dudes jumped on me? Why? Why did they feel that comfortable? Why did they feel the need? Right? Why did they feel the need to have to do that? Why is mainstream media not talking about this?
These young people are going to make is that the N-word was said. They're going to say he said the N-word.
So, even if he did, what does that justifies this? And then people recorded it, which I'm glad because we would be able to find all the perpetrators. But at the same time, no one wanted to help. Well, they probably didn't want to be pummeled by 15 people as well. Right? See what happened when he helped. So I can't even blame that. If what they're saying is true, that this is happening because he tried to help, then yeah, why you wouldn't want to help?
And that's supposed to absolve all of your responsibility. You're supposed to lose all.
Guys, and this is why a lot of people don't want to help and be superheroes too. Right? Just so you know. I was talking about that with my family recently. And I think my mama was saying that, like, damn, nobody helped. And me and my brother was like, man, it could get bad. I've lost a friend because he intervened in a fight. Right. And now he's not on earth anymore. And that's the most PG way I can say that for YouTube.
All of your wit and you jump and beat a kid to death. All of y'all going to jail, should go to jail. I should go to prison for murder. Every single person kicking and stomping this kid on the ground should go to prison for second-degree murder.
I agree.
Unless they pre-planned jumping this kid, that should be first-degree murder. All of them should do 25 years in prison. All of them.
Minimum.
Because there is no reason, no articulated fact that will suggest that a kid should get beat to death.
This makes sense. Makes no. What? Why is that even necessary? They soft, bro. They soft. You can't get your issue off. And I'm not even condoning violence. I'm not even saying you should, none of that stuff. I'm saying if you ain't man enough to do the one-on-one, you a bitch. I got it. Like, I'm not even trying to censor myself. I'm not going to bleep that out. You a bitch. If you can't do the one-on-one, come on, bro. Come on. Now, might be some exceptions. I had this conversation with another content creator before, and I was like, it might be cases. And he was like, name one. If Shaquille O'Neal walk up to me, help me. No, I ain't trying to get the one-on with Shaq. I'm going to be honest with you, pimp. Especially if it was in his prime, it would make no sense. Especially if he catch me slipping, jump in. Jump in. That's Shaquille O'Neal, bro. We fighting Hercules at this point. That's Shaq Diesel. I need help. I need you. If you see me fighting a killer robot, you not gonna save me? Nigga, that's pretty much what this is. Just imagine big ass Shaq just that's how it sounds when Shaq grabs you. Like, is a big ass bear? Like, of course I'm joking. But yeah, it's probably people like Shaq is the exception. There's a few people that was like, nah, wait a minute. Yeah, help me. If Shaquille O'Neal fighting me, I'm gonna need help. I thought about that for years. And mind you, I fought somebody that was that big before my life. Rest in peace. My old homie, what's his name back in the day? He passed away years ago. when we was kids. Shamor, I think, if I'm not mistaken. Yep, Shamor. Big ass Shamor. I remember this. He was Shaq size. And I remember I did not want to back down. And he just kept beating me up the whole day. Not because he just wanted to, but because my ego refused me to just take that L, bro. Like, I forgot what we even first started arguing about. He slumped me up, picked me up on some like pro wrestler, spit me above his head, man, threw me. Man, and he went to go try to eat breakfast. Like shit was sweet, man. I ran up. I'm like, you trying to eat breakfast? What you mean you trying to eat breakfast? Now you're like, oh, nah. And then like I went and started another fight, and then got spun around like Fresh Prince in the intro of Bella again, and then it's a whole bunch, man. I kept trying to fight that man and kept getting deboed. This happened when I was like young. From that experience, I know if somebody that size just pop on me, help me. I don't care. That's the exception. Shaquille O'Neal size, help me. I already know what's going to happen with the one-on-one. They know what's going to happen. Why? That's like me fighting a child. Like I'm boxing a kindergarten. Why? It makes no sense. Now, if I get jumped by a group of kids, I'm not going to be like, oh, look, those kids are soft because they jumped me. Nigga, they needed to. Right? You know what I mean? I ain't trying to make this too much on that. I don't like to put that much jokes into topics like this, but I feel like it eases things a little bit. It makes it like easier for us to digest the more serious stuff. Some people get offended because I crack jokes. I just crack jokes regular anyway. But I do feel like in topics like this, it's important to ease it in. You know what I mean? Pause.
Black, green, orange. But the truth is that this is a common theology in inner cities in America. It's a common theology with black students and black kids in America. If they ain't beating to death another brother, they beating to death a white kid. And to be honest, I grew up in an all-black school at Paul Laurence Dunbar High School. If you ever saw us beating and stomping a white kid to death, it was racist. We were racist. Yeah. We were getting the white boy back. That's the only reason you see all of us against one white boy.
That's what that was seem like.
I guarantee you this has something to do with race, and I guarantee you it was racial bias against white people. But you'll never hear about it because, that's not the message that the media want to push. Let me let you play this video. Roll the clip.
Video is making the online, showing what's believed to be the fight that happened Wednesday afternoon. Metro officers responded to reports of a student fight
just to be safe. We still going
Metro High School. The investigation revealing the victim got into a physical altercation with 15 people before cops arrived.
Nothing that large, like 3 people maybe, but like 15, I've never heard of that before.
Yeah,
Rancho High Junior Antonio Green says he's a classmate and saw the video.
All right, let's look at the Rancho High demographic. Rancho High School, I just looked it up. It is 93% minority enrolled. Lord Jesus. 77% of them are Hispanic and 9% is black and only 5% are white.
So the white people in that school are the minority.
I would argue.
Wow.
You won't find a school behaving like this when there's not a high number of minorities in that school. I don't think so. Now, when it comes to kids going and shooting up the school, I don't know. That's a different subject matter. But when it comes to fighting, jumping, and beating up people, you see this in these inner city schools all the time.
Yeah.
And I didn't even have to guess. I knew it was probably primarily black or Hispanic. And then they beat the white kid to death.
I'm not going to say I knew what race they were, right? I'm not going to say that. I don't like absolutes. I'm not going to assume. But that happens all the time. I'm telling you, when I was in junior high school, people was getting it bad. I think the first time I got jumped was in elementary. Damn. I think the first time I got jumped was probably, and I remember too, because I was petty, like 2nd or 3rd grade, I got jumped. But it was like miniature. That was like baby jumping. Somebody held my arms like the chicken wing when the other dude was just getting off shots. That shit was crazy, fam. Crazy. And that was like in 3rd grade. But then again, I went to a really bad school. Like I went to elementary school where kids were getting robbed. I remember that. vividly. I went to a bad school back in the day. But yeah, that's like a normal thing. Not saying this is right at all, right? But kids doing this type of stuff to that degree, 15 is beyond and crazy, right? And jumping the person at all or any act of violence was not necessary in any way, shape, or form. I don't want anyone to misthink that I'm condoning these type of actions. I'm saying more so that this is a problem and has been a problem for a long time. Have you ever heard of Freshman Friday? Never heard of Freshman Friday? I don't even know if that exists anymore. When I was a kid, I think my little brother told me they don't exist because he was looking at me crazy when I said it to him. When I was a kid, Freshman Friday was a real thing. The first Friday of every school year, the freshmen in whatever school that was, it could be junior high school, it could be high school, you was getting that same level of treatment that this kid received. And you were lucky if you were able to run away, right? It was bad. It was bad. I remember, fam, I almost got caught on my way into school, right? But then they thought I was older because I looked like a big sixth grader. I was like big as hell in the sixth grade. So they believed that I was like in the seventh or eighth. So they let me slide. And then this chick named, I'll never forget her nasty ass, Jasmine. Fuck that chick. The reason why I say that is because she randomly just blurts out. I remember this because she was standing on top of the fucking chair, right? The bench. And she goes, nah, he lying. He in the sixth grade. First of all, I ain't lie. I never said nothing. I just went along like, just kept walking. Mind you, she's in the sixth grade with me. Points me out. They start chasing me. I run into the school, right? The teachers and all that, they don't think it's that bad. And then a mother comes in like maybe, I was like 5 minutes after me, comes in crying, they jumping my son. They jumping my son. Fam, they jumped her son in front of his mom. This is the junior high school I went to. And then eventually throughout the day, it was so bad that I remember the principal came into my classroom whispering and shit like, listen, shut the fuck up. Shut up. Shh. We gonna let you out 20 minutes early. Don't make no noise. Don't stop. Don't go to no store. Take your ass home. I'm not making this up. This was his exact speech. Take your asses home. And whatever happened after this 20 minutes is on you. Go home. Let's go. And that we all had to, we snuck through the hallways to get there. Everybody was looking for us. I remember like that Monday, a group of kids was trying to jump me, like not in front of the school, but like a little bit away from school. Talking about some, we couldn't get you Friday, so we're going to get you now. I remember this moment vividly because there was like this long staircase, right? To where this shit was unsafe to even have in the Bronx because you could have fell off the side, right? But I remember this long staircase and they was beating me up at the bottom of the staircase. And then I just so happened to look and I see my older brother and his friends. And the way the staircase was like, it would be like 10 steps and then a little space and then 10 steps and a little space. And my older brother, who was like 4 years older than me, him and his friend are running. And it's like every step is them hopping over. The shit looked like superhero like shit. They was like, oh, snap. They coming, son. My older brother, his friend, they run down their steps. And I remember vividly because for some weird reason, they had ankle weights on their neck. I don't know why. They tied their weights around their neck and ran down there. And the kids was like, oh, shit. Stop beating me up and tried to run away. But yeah, that was a big thing. So yeah, it's pretty crazy out here in these streets within the school systems. And I do think that there's something that they need to do about that. Freshman Friday was crazy, bro. High school was different. By the time I got to high school, I was a whole different type of level of savagery. I didn't go nowhere. On the Freshman Friday, I was like, what's up? Nobody did nothing. But of course, by that time, the lore, and this is not me over exaggerating, I had quite a bit of lore at the time. It's like niggas are spreading rumors about me running around karate chopping people. Like, yo, I heard this nigga's a ninja. Like, by that time, I've gotten into that many fights to where it's just like, I think all the seniors knew me. Right? They just shake my hand. The seniors. If the seniors didn't mess with me, nobody else messed with me. In fact, I remember one time somebody did say something. It wasn't Freshman Friday, and a senior came and was like, yo, you trying to mess with my mans? What's up? And they was mad afraid. The only reason why he did that is because he lived in my grandma's neighborhood. Every time I would visit my grandma, I would see this kid that was like 4 years older than me. Yo, what up? Say what's up. And then so he heard I had a problem. He came through, shut it down. They was mad scared, shaking in that room. But yeah, other than that, man, tell me what you think about this, man. Tell me what you think down in the comment section. Hit the like button. Obviously, this is foul. Do you think mainstream media is hiding this for a specific reason? Let me know in the comment section, fam. Straight crazy.